Okay, this is Gus from Brazil. I'm here to respond a thread started by Ron Haggerty on his last Friday video. It was the 5 for Friday, and he showed 5 albums with covers showing cars. So I am supposed to show vehicles on album covers, and I decided to jump in because I love cars, of course. Who doesn't? And I also love old cars. So this is my picks. I choose this one first. Alice Cooper. This is a greatest hits album. Solo band for Vincent Fournier. This actually was released in '74 and contains music, his greatest hits, of course, from the third album, which was Love It to Death, to their last album with this lineup, which was Musical of Love. So this is a greatest hits, great songs in here. I'm 18, Under My Wheels, of course, School's Out, Elected, No More Mr. Nice Guy. So a great album, and it shows an old car. This is actually a scene like a early 30s garage scene with some actors and actresses from old movies, and the theme goes on the back too. This is the rear side of the car, and also other actors. And here is the band with some other actors. I don't know them because I'm not so old, but it's a cool cover and has an old car here. So this is my first pick. My second pick, everyone knows Alice Cooper, of course, American singer. And here goes another American band, Aerosmith, with the album Pump. This was the third album after the reunion. They reunited, and a great album, of course, one of the greatest selling albums from them. They actually got a Grammy for a song, I think was Jane's Got a Gun. They got their first Grammy, so it was very successful. Great band, Aerosmith. Next up, a band that only released one album. It's a British band, and they had two former members from Def Leppard, the guitarist Pete Wills, and also the drummer Frank Noon. They both was part of the early Def Leppard formation. I'm talking about this album, Roadhouse. Band, self-titled, Roadhouse. The guitarist on this album, Pete Wills, yes, he was in 3 Def Leppard albums. The drummer, the former drummer, he recorded the first EP from Def Leppard. but then he was not on this album. He was only on the first formation before they record this. But the guitarist Pete Wills, he was on 3 Def Leppard albums, and then he was replaced by Phil Collins on '82 during the Pyromania recordings. So it's a truck on the cover, great cover by the way. And I'm gonna show a similar one, very similar, but a totally different band. It's Sick of It All, hardcore band from New York. This is their 4th studio album, and I love Sick of It All. From this era, I love bands like Madball, Biohazard, Propane, Shelter, hardcore. New York hardcore are the best. So another cover with, I think it's a old Ford truck or something like that. Great cover. Very similar idea for covers, but great ones. And finally, I'm gonna show an album from another British band, Magnum. This album is called Brand New Morning and was released by SPV on 2001. It's their 2nd album after they reformed. Great album, melodic rock. They are actually considered as a progressive rock, but by this time in the 2000s, they were more like a melodic rock, melodic hard rock, but also a great band. And there is, if you can see right in the front, there is again an old car here. So that's my 5 picks, but I'm gonna show an extra one because it's a Brazilian band. It's from the northeast of Brazil, Maranhão, and they are called Fúria Louca, which means Mad Fury. This is their 2nd album. It's a part 2 of the same title. The title is On the Croup of the Sinner. So this is their 2nd album and the same title but part 2. And last year they released another their 3rd album. So it's a band that is going on, and it's a great band. They sing in English. Let me show you a photo with them. It's a good band from Brazil. You may check this out. Final thoughts. This thread, as I said in the beginning, was started by Ron Haggerty, but I also checked a couple more videos from Mark G with an C, great entries. Also Claudia Milder, also great entries. I try to avoid to show the same ones. I picked some different ones, and I also tried to show old cars because I have a lot of examples of album covers with cars, but I tried to pick the old car thing. And that's it. I see that there is going on another thread with motorcycles, and I will be jumping in soon. So thank you for watching, and if you want to check, if you know Portuguese, you can check my main channel. It's called Metal Open Mind, or you can search for Gus69 and you will find me. It's my main channel where I do a lot of stuff like interviews, video reactions, and so I also talk about albums, of course, reviews and things like that. So that's my main channel. I'm trying to start a new channel here with me speaking in English, which is kind of weird because my English is not so good, but I'm trying to get better. So thank you for your patience and see you someday.